Now, regarding the Tim Pool video from yesterday, before anyone asks, I've been sent a lot of clips from some of the shows, which changed my mind about some of the things that I said in that video. So I no longer believe them. I will have a more nuanced take on my live stream, so make sure you subscribe. There's a link into the pinned comment, and I will have a more elaborate conversation about what I think happened. Today, however, I want to talk about the Young Turks, and this is very interesting. Anna has been going off the rails for a while, and now she's having a confrontation with Cenk over Hassan Piker regarding the Venezuelan gangs in Colorado and how a lot of left-leaning people wanted to shut down conversation about that. I would have to make another video so I show you what happened on Reddit. But in the meantime, we're going to watch this segment, and we also have to point out how nervous Cenk is. He is nervous because he knows that by talking about this controversial subject on the left and not taking the correct side, he's going to get chewed up in the comment sections, and he's also going to get chewed up by Anna. So this is a topic that he probably wouldn't have wanted to cover, and you can see this from his body language.
So here, Octosquiddy's a member on Twitch asked a good question. Cenk and Anna, please tell us who the left is that you keep referring to and never defining. I'd really like to know as a self-ascribed leftist. No problem, because that we do that sometimes on the show. You don't know what we're referring to. Do we mean the whole left wing? Absolutely not. Okay, the majority of the left wing is perfectly reasonable on this.
Are they? You and I might have a disagreement here, Cenk.
Yeah, we have a massive disagreement. You give those tiny little leftist streamers way too much
They're
credit.
not tiny little leftist streamers, Cenk. Hassan called the city council member racist for helping this woman move out of that. But like that's not a small streamer. That's a huge streamer. That's not a small person.
Okay, I mean,
do you get what I'm saying?
I mean, what are we going to get into this now? We're going to be like Trump with crowd sizes.
No, but okay.
But hold on, Anna. Hold on.
Do Democrats come out and push back against that narrative, Cenk? Just the mainstream Democratic Party, do they come forward and push back against that narrative? Because you have the Democratic governor denying all of this. So I don't know who on the left wants to do something about it.
So Anna is 100% right on this. Like, first of all, I have seen many leftists that do not care about crowd sizes. And because they are probably part of this ideology where they believe their own propaganda, and they claim that, well, it's actually the content creator or the spokesperson that puppeteers and mind controls everyone. So like, if you get rid of Hassan, or if you get rid of Trump, or if you get rid of the content creator, people just disperse. Right, so they don't actually believe that opinion influencers are like these snake oil salesmen that they have the power to bring the crowds together. When in reality, what happens is that the crowds themselves choose which content creator becomes popular simply by watching, simply by tuning in, simply by agreeing, simply by sharing the videos. So, for instance, I am not a very big content creator. I have around 150,000 subscribers, but I guarantee to you, if I were to start making videos tomorrow about anarcho-environmentalism, and I would start promoting that we need to return to monkey and civilization is wrong and blah, 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 this type of content wouldn't appeal to anyone, so no one would watch my channel. Like, overnight, I would lose all of my subscribers. No one would be interested. Because the way it works is that people in society have their own opinions and they have their own beliefs. And they choose to tune in to the influencer that usually resonates with those opinions and beliefs. And if the influencer is talking about certain things that most people agree with, then he is going to get a lot of clout. So in the case of Hassan Piker, what Anna is pointing out when she says that this is the left, is because, yes, like Hassan Piker has millions of subscribers, like millions of people are agreeing with his views. If Hassan Piker would stop streaming tomorrow, those people still vote, those people still have the same beliefs, and they would just look for a different content creator that says similar things to Hassan Piker. It doesn't just work, oh, we censored the person and everyone disperses, all the people go away. That's leftist mindset. Right, so Anna, when she says the left, she's pointing out that all these content creators that together have tens, if not hundreds of millions of people, are sharing the same ideas. So this is why she says the left, because yes, like it is a big chunk of the population. Now, what's also interesting is how this works, right? Like they never asked like what is a right-winger? Like when they say right-wingers are racist, you don't see a leftist go like, well, do you mean all? Do you mean hashtag all? Right? If you say, well, right-wingers want lower taxes, you don't see a leftist go like, well, all? Do you mean hashtag all? Right? They never use this argument. They never ask like, what do you mean by right-winger? Like, can you define what right-wing is? They never do this, right? It's only with the left. Now, with the left, the thing that happens is that when you have something abhorrent, or when you have something that you know most normies do not resonate with, rarely, if ever, do you have people from within the left calling that person out. It almost never happens. So it gives the impression, and rightfully so, that what the left is saying silences consent. So basically, by them being quiet about issues that most normal people are abhorred by, like in this case, you have a group of Venezuelans taking over apartment complexes. And what is Reddit's answer is to ban the conversation. So even if you do not care about what's happening in Colorado because you don't live in Colorado, you should still care about Reddit and the way they're behaving. It's like, well, this is a news website, allegedly. It's how they used to market themselves. It was the front page on the internet. You read it first on Reddit. That's why the name was there. That's how they created themselves. And now they are misinforming people by not allowing them access to important pieces of information, not because it breaks the Reddit TOS or anything like that, but simply because they are talking about topics that the Reddit admins themselves do not want people to talk about. And you don't see people on the left challenging this. You don't see people on the left pressuring Reddit and saying that this is beyond the pale, what are you doing? Because, you know, like gangs of criminals taking over apartment complexes isn't a left-wing or a right-wing issue. Leftists probably don't want to live in an area where you have people behaving like that. I guarantee to you, Nancy Pelosi would not like to have an apartment in that complex. No one does. But for some mysterious reason, they want to sweep it under the rug. And if people talk about it, that's when they get upset. So from the outside, yeah, it looks like there is consent. It looks like left-leaning people do not care about these issues and they want to suppress it. So when you have like a subscriber going like, oh, what do you mean by leftists? What do you mean? Well, this is what they mean. Obviously not every single one. But where are you guys when you need to call them out? When are you guys, being upset about Reddit's behavior? Every single time I go on Twitter, I see right-wingers being upset. And they're not even upset, they're laughing. Because at this point, what else can you do? Like, it's obviously Reddit. Of course they're going to behave like that. And it's not just Reddit. You look at the mainstream media, you look at politicians, and how many of them are complaining about it? How many of them are bringing this issue up? This is why, it looks as if all the left is complacent. Because there's no voices from the left that are calling this out. And the people doing the censorship and the banning, they also support left-leaning causes. So yeah, this is what Ada is talking about it. And what's interesting is that Cenk posted something which I found also hilarious. He said that if you agree with 2% of what MAGA says, then people from the MAGA are going to say, welcome to the MAGA party now, you're one of us. Just by agreeing to 2% of what they're saying. Meanwhile, if you agree with 98% of what the left is saying, but you disagree with the rest of the 2%, they will say, you're a Nazi. I mean, that says a lot about tolerance and acceptance, doesn't it? And inclusivity. Let me know what you guys think. And as usual, I will see you in the comment section. Take care.